How to become a tattoo artist. This is controversial, certainly within the industry. There will be lots of artists with different opinions. Some will agree with me, some will not. That is life. This is my opinion. If you are looking for advice and you want to know how. Well, there's a few ways. The best way, in my opinion, is to find an apprenticeship. However, from my own experience, when I wanted to become a tattoo artist, apprenticeships are very, very difficult to find. The industry isn't standardized and it isn't particularly professional. And so apprenticeships are few and far between, and everybody will have their own way of doing them. Some will do them in a very nice, natured, integrity-placed way. Others will abuse the person and have them work for free for a long time. Now, I'm all about paying your dues and helping out, but I believe there's a line where some people and places will take advantage. Now, to give you some advice on finding an apprenticeship, again, do your research. Best thing is to do your research. You want to find an artist who is showing signs of their work being at least awesome. Okay, the person you're going to learn from is going to teach you the skills. Now, if you're trying to learn from a person who's not particularly good, it's not going to be good for you. I get the frustration of thinking, well, someone is better than no one, but it would be my advice to hold out and find a person that you respect their artwork and their ability to teach you. So I understand the frustration of finding an apprenticeship. I have been there. That is difficult. Another way is artist academies or training courses. Now, there are quite a few of these going about. Again, I don't believe they're standardized. They're certainly not a governing body. So, but I do understand how they work. They should teach you the fundamentals. However, you cannot learn to tattoo well in 2 weeks, even 2 months. It's going to take time, and it really wants to be supervised. Now, I get your frustration. If you can't, you do what you got to do. You find a way if ultimately it's what you want to do. Now, as I say, this is controversial because there's a lot of artists out there who have self-taught, who absolutely fundamentally disagree with giving people advice and telling them to go it alone. Yet that's what they did. And so this is the thing, and this is where I want to give this advice back because I feel for people. I've been there. I tried to get an apprenticeship. I did do a little academy course which gave me the fundamentals, and I was self-taught. Some of the world's greatest artists are. So keep your opinions to yourself. I get the frustration, and you can do these academies. Like when you want to get a tattoo, my suggestion is that you do your research. You find one that has some good reviews. The longer the period of training, the better, in my opinion. As I say, you want to be in an environment for as long as possible with tattooing. There's a lot to learn and absorb. And of course, before you even start, you want to make sure your artwork's up to scratch. If you can't do some decent lines or artwork on a piece of paper, you don't want to be practicing and making those mistakes with needles on people's skin. And of course, the last way to learn is to self-teach, which is finding things online, books, DVDs and things. Now, I would be an absolute hypocrite if I said this wasn't an option, because that is largely how I became a tattoo artist. And as I say, so did many people. But I don't advise it because, you know, there's a lot of lessons that you'll have to learn along the way, and potentially a lot of people who will get some bad tattoos along the way. I believe I was quite clever about it. I made careful steps. So look, if you're going to do that, not that I advise it, I absolutely don't, but if you're going to, or even if you are doing an academy or apprenticeship, my advice for when you actually start tattooing is do as many tattoos as you can on practice skin until you feel confident and competent. Okay, you must be able to get those lines and that shading at least on your practice skin. You understand the machine, get to know it, get to be confident and comfortable with it. And then you choose your people. people who are going to understand that you're learning, so they completely understand what you're doing. They're going to be easy, they're not going to give you too much pressure. You then want to be careful and clever about the tattoos that you choose to do. Do not run before you can walk, because that's when you're likely to make some big mistakes. And if you get a lot of bad tattoos out there, they will follow you around for life. So go slowly. Build confidence. Simple work. Always build it, get it solid, then stretch. Build it, get it solid, and then stretch. Read and digest as many books, DVDs, get to seminars, get around it, go to conventions. From my own personal experience, the tattoo industry can be quite intimidating. I don't know why that is, but I've felt it. So it's a shame, because I think it is a great industry. The world of art and tattooing is awesome, and I do wish people would open up and help more people like they were helped. Or maybe the problem is they wasn't helped and they feel bitter towards it. Who knows? That's a whole new debate. Let's not go there. But I just wanted to give you my advice on how to potentially get started tattooing and how I got started. We do apprenticeships at Monumental, but we don't do many. So you can apply. You can go to our website, which is www.monumentalinc.co.uk. There is an application there to apply. We can't promise anything. We are very, very selective with our artists. We look for a great mindset. Mindset is everything to me. And of course, a good basis of talent for art as a place to start. So I hope that was helpful. I'm sure there'll be some lovely comments below. Please save your nasty ones, but whatever, if you've got to do it, do it. Thank you for listening. Take care.